And we've seen earlier poor memory caused by blood stasis, even white hair caused by blood stasis. There are actually quite a few symptoms and signs which look like kidney deficiency, or they could very well be from kidney deficiency, but they could be from blood stasis or zinc stasis. And those are examples of symptoms that the first thing you would think of is a kidney deficiency, but keep in mind that there could be blood stasis or zinc stasis. I will explain later what zinc stasis is. For example, look at men's problems, erectile dysfunction. Of course, the first thing we think of is kidney deficiency, but it could be blood stasis. The same for premature ejaculation. Blood stasis or zinc stasis. Or both, of course. Of course, many men would have both, some kidney deficiency and some blood stasis. So I have 3 or 4 polls here, or surveys. This is one for you. In the elderly, what is worse? Kidney yin deficiency or a combination of blood stasis and phlegm? You can write your opinion in the questions. Everyone is saying B so far. Yeah, okay. So you've got the message. You got the message of this lecture. Okay, everyone is saying B. Nobody is saying A. But because of the overemphasis on kidney deficiency and the aging, many people would say A. Okay, very good. So you got the message of this lecture. So let's look at blood stasis on the tongue. The first thing I wanted to repeat is that Chinese books say that in qi stagnation the tongue is purple. I don't believe it, and I do not agree. The tongue reflects more blood than qi. For me, a purple tongue definitely indicates blood stasis, not qi stagnation. So, by the way, how is the tongue in qi stagnation? It could be red on the sides in the liver area. We'll see some pictures of that. If the stagnation of qi is severe, qi stagnation leads to some heat, so it could be red in the liver area on the sides. It may also not show on the tongue at all. Qi is non-substantial, qi stagnation is non-substantial. It may not show on the tongue. But I repeat, to me, if the tongue is purple, it's definitely blood stasis. And these are 4 degrees of blood stasis. First of all, the tongue could be normal. That's strange. How can that be? It does. It happens. That's a woman. You will see many women with painful periods and dark blood. Sorry, not painful period. You will see many women with dark, clotted menstrual blood, but the tongue is not purple. And what does that mean? It means that they do have blood stasis, but it's not very severe. So that's the first possibility. The tongue is actually normal. Second, it has dark distended veins. 3, it has purple sides. That's a very good example of what I just said about the sides in the liver area. These are definitely purple. That's definitely liver blood stasis. Or blood stasis in the uterus. In women, and that is a woman, the liver sides also indicate the uterus. So in a man, that would be blood stasis in the liver itself. In a woman, that could be blood stasis in the liver or in the uterus. And those are a very good example of purple sides. Or the whole tongue could be purple. So these are 4 different degrees of blood stasis. So the tongue is useful not only to diagnose blood stasis, but to diagnose the degree of blood stasis. And one thing I wanted to say about the tongue and the purple color, it is not always easy to see. If you look at the third tongue here from the left, it's very clear. I don't think there's any doubt that it is purple. And also the last one. But sometimes it's not that clear. You look at the tongue, you're not sure. And I have a rule of thumb. If you look at the tongue and you're not sure, you think it's not quite normal. Like the first tongue here, by the way, is very nice tongue. It's a little bit swollen, but it's a very nice tongue. It's a normal color. It doesn't have big cracks. It doesn't have a thick coating. It's a very nice tongue, almost normal. So you look at the tongue and you think, oh, it's not quite normal, but it's not pale, and it's not red. If you can't decide, usually it may mean that it is purple. It may mean that it is purple. Very slightly purple. And these are the manifestations of blood stasis in gynecology. Blood stasis in gynecology is incredibly common. Extremely common. And I should clarify something. I've stressed so far that blood stasis is seen in serious diseases like heart disease, stroke, cancer. But in gynecology, it is somewhat different. It is very, very common, and it does not necessarily mean they have a serious disease like those. Although blood stasis in the uterus can cause endometriosis and cervical cancer and ovarian cancer, so it can. But millions of women will have blood stasis in the uterus, and they don't have any serious disease except for painful periods or irregular periods. Okay, so it is somewhat different in gynecology. And it is incredibly common. I will go so far as saying in complicated, long-standing gynecological problems, think of blood stasis. There may almost certainly be blood stasis. And these are the symptoms. Painful periods. I repeat, many women have blood stasis and the periods are not painful. This is a symptom, for me, an important symptom. Large dark clots. For me, that symptom alone, actually it's a sign, not a symptom, that sign alone indicates blood stasis. That alone, even without anything else. If a woman has large dark clots, there is some blood stasis. It may not be very severe, but there is. The purple tongue, of course, as we've seen. But remember, it may not be purple if the blood stasis is mild. And other symptoms like that, the period that starts and stops, that's also classic blood stasis. And the period that starts or ends with a brownish discharge is also blood stasis. And the firm pulse. I call it firm, other authors call it confined. In Chinese is this one, Lao, which means prison pulse. And it's actually very, very common. The easiest way to describe this pulse is that it is like the wiry pulse, i.e. it's full, like a string, it's hard, but only at the middle and deep level. The wiry pulse is superficial, on the superficial level. The firm pulse is the same as the wiry pulse, but at the middle and deep level. In my experience, extremely common pulse in women. Probably, I would say, more than the wiry pulse. There's a question, dark clots but not that large, still blood stasis. In fact, you can make a subtle distinction. Large dark clots, blood stasis. Dark clots, small, blood stasis from cold in the uterus. A period that starts and stops means that, let's say, a woman starts bleeding, and after 2 days it stops for a day, and then it starts again on the 4th day. That's what I mean by that symptom. That's also blood stasis.